Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Hannah, and here is another A Week in Our Life video. First, we're starting off with cutting my son Weston's hair. We usually do just cut his hair at home. We just do it super simple, and it's usually cut the same way every single time. We just cut it one length around the sides in the back, and then on the top we leave it just a tiny bit longer than the rest of his hair that we cut. Y'all pay no attention to Willow's wild crazy hair she's got going on. We had it put up all day, and apparently she decided to take it down, and then it just became this big wild crazy mess. Weston's done with his haircut now, so we're just going to get him all dusted off, and I'm going to get all the clipper accessories and the clipper put back up in the case, so that way I can get that put up. Y'all, these brownies turned out so good. Everybody liked them. The texture was a little bit more like a cake, but they were so good. I know in the recipe it calls for 2 eggs, but in my a lot of times when I'm baking, I always go ahead and throw in like an extra egg just so I can use up more of my eggs, and everything usually always turns out perfect every time. Here are the brownies after they were finished. Willow must have found the sticker I swept up, so she hurried up and grabbed that before I got all that swept up out of the way. Now we are on to making some sourdough cinnamon rolls. These turn out so good every time. Okay, so we've got the dough made up for that cinnamon rolls, and I'm just going to throw it in another bowl because I thought I was going to need the mixer again, but I ended up not. So I put the sourdough cinnamon roll dough into another bowl to let it ferment overnight, and then I'll finish mixing up the rest of the ingredients the next day. Now on to making some sourdough biscuits. I figured if I was already baking today and had my sourdough starter out, I might as well make some sourdough biscuits as well. So I mixed it up the best I could with that little spatula or whatever it's called, and then I decided it'd probably work out best if I just used my hands. I could get it mixed up a lot better. Now to let that biscuit dough ferment overnight, and I will add the rest of the ingredients tomorrow. Here is an Amazon order I made. I've got those Yum Earth Pops and gummies for my kids. I got this superfood mix to go in my kids' drinks, some beef gelatin powder to make our own jello sometimes, and I got my husband that protein powder, and then I got us some of this grass-fed beef sticks. It is now the next day, so I'm getting that sourdough cinnamon roll dough back into my mixer so I can add the rest of the ingredients. now you guys can watch me struggle get this bowl off this mixer. I don't know what it is. Every time I make some form of like dough, it ends up like getting really stuck in there, and I have so much trouble getting it out. My battery died on my camera, so I didn't get the part where I rubbed all the cinnamon mixture onto the dough, and didn't film cutting them, but I had all those cut up and put them in my cast iron, and then threw some heavy cream in there and put those in the oven to cook for a little while. And then I started get to work on my biscuit dough that I had made the day before. It's ready for the rest of the ingredients, and then I'm gonna roll those out and cut those up into circles for biscuits, and then I will get those baking as well. Alright y'all, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in a brand new video next week.